I want to talk a lot about hypersonic. Basically, my team showed me the topic and I was like, this is awesome. I'm a big nerd and I want to know more about it. So I was hoping you could share with me, like, what is this technology?
Well, hypersonics, yeah, it means that it's a vehicle that's flying and is flying very, very fast. Hypersonic means it's flying, the speed is much greater than the speed of sound, which is a little bit of an abstract idea. So, for example, hypersonic, the slowest hypersonic vehicle flies at something like 3,500 miles per hour. So that's like, 50 times faster than you should be driving down the freeway, right? It's like a mile a second. If you can imagine an airplane flying a mile a second, that's pretty awesome, right? And so that's what hypersonics is, really, really fast flying vehicles. And they're used for a lot of different things. So some of it is like space exploration. Some of it is national security, sort of defense things. We don't have it today, but in the future might be passenger flight, getting from, LA to Japan in a couple of hours instead of whatever it takes right now. So, so it's a really cool and exciting technology.
To go that fast, right? Can you do that at like 14,000 feet? Do you have to be at a specific altitude?
Air flight is almost always about not having too much what we call drag force, but the force that slows you down. And so, you tend to fly pretty high, higher than you and I would fly normally, to keep the drag force down, so that it's economic, so that you wouldn't have to burn a huge amount of fuel to keep yourself going. So tends to be high up in the atmosphere. If you're coming back from space, so like when people come back from the International Space Station, that's an example of a hypersonic situation. So that's, so you're in space, right? That's really high. But even if you wanted to have a passenger aircraft, you would be flying much higher in the atmosphere than we do today. Yeah.
I actually got to talk, I think like 3 weeks ago, with one of the astronauts that came back from Elon Musk, the SpaceX first ISS mission. And boy, was that cool, man. That guy was just like next level type of person. So I was taking notes. It's like, how do I be like this guy?
Yeah, I mean, that's got to be an exceptional experience, right? And it's exceptional people that, in general, end up doing that kind of stuff.
So does the United States have this hypersonic technology?
One of the sort of confusing things about hypersonics is it is several different things. And so, coming back from orbit, like you were talking there with the astronaut, that's one kind of hypersonics for space exploration. So yes, we have that, right? You're just talking to someone who's experienced hypersonic flight in that environment. For sort of the defense applications, that's kind of, so that means hypersonic missiles. It means, weapons that are flying very fast. I would say there's almost like an arms race going on right now between maybe China and Russia and the US in that space. And so the US is working hard to develop these kinds of things. And I would say that like China and Russia already have hypersonic weapons in their arsenal. So it's an area of, active research and development around the world.